And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Allen going to go to the air right away. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Will Anderson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
And throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
"51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Another carry for Pierce. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Texans had 15-1 on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harden. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Harden. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They won't always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all the week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He will find Winslow. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. You look at the defense for these Texans. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. In motion right is Mingo. Throwing on first down is Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Will Anderson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Allen now looks to throw. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point safely through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Texans 3.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18. 70 range.
To throw on second down. Harden. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 3rd and 2, Harden. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Alert!
Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 40-yard line.
Allen going to throw. They will find Winslow on the left side complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And the big question on this final Sunday, Week 18, could he run up enough pass yards to set the single-season all-time record? It's held by Peyton Manning at 5'4", 7'7". He's within shouting distance. So we'll see what happens and how much they let him throw the football here in this finale. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll run with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Cook. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Throwing now is Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs from 3 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
And now it's blocked. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Now 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Harden. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Take it in at the 22. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert, alert, alert. Middle.
Here's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Gabriel Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now.
Bills 16, Texans 10.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Texans 10.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No. you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamental.
Oh, he put on the carpet, a fumble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off play action. Harden. Caught left side. Here's Dell. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Back to the ground with Pierce. Down at the 25.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll run here with Pierce. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Once more, it's Pierce. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us?
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, That's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is what you did.
I put a star. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the Bills' 9-yard line.
Back to throw. Harden. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Pierce will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an eye formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now they're in the hurry up.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Bills first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
56, 56. Regular.
To the air, Allen. And it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So then a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Pierce now up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back to try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is right there. It's good, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They go again with Pierce. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Hand off left side, Pierce. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Give to Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Give left side for Pierce. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Going for it with Pierce. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is gone. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. This is 1st and 10. Now Allen. And that is caught. It's Winslow. And he's going to get out of bounds. That stops the clock, and they pick up a good chunk of yardage as well. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Throwing, Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Allen. He's got Mingo. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.